Yo, 5 Night Gamers, what's going on? It is a boy ZVG here, and today I am joined by Swift and Virgil. Say what's up, you guys.
Yo, yo.
Yo, what is going on, you guys?
And today we're going to be covering the brand new LF Platinum equipment for LF Cell. This dropped, I think, last night. So we're going to be talking about it. We're going to be talking about what units we're going to think are going to be getting their plat afterwards, and basically how good does this Platinum equip make Cell currently in the current meta. Before we get into it, make sure you guys do like the video and subscribe if you are new, because we make dope Dragon Ball content here over on 5 Night Gaming. Without further ado, let's jump into it. So guys, Platinum equipment released last night. I don't think anybody was expecting it. What were you guys' reactions when you saw that Cell was getting his platinum last night?
Personally, I'd probably have to say it was just mainly unexpected. I don't think anyone expected this guy, out of all the units that did need a platinum item, like to be relevant in the game, for Cell to get a platinum item. Given he wasn't even bad, you know, he did fall off quite fast after his release, but I don't think he needed it personally.
Yeah, I was more expecting at least something for maybe GB, even like the Red LF Zamasu. I was thinking of some other units that could have needed like a equipment, but when you really think about it, I know I've been saying recently androids has been kind of needing some love. And this Cell, I mean, he kind of deserved it. You know, it's not like he needed it right now, but I feel like overall, like he wasn't that impactful in the meta, and an equipment like this is going to help bring him back into the meta and help. If anything, it's going to make the meta more diverse, because you can, you know, start running some other teams. You can run androids, future, all these different setups with this Cell. So I don't know. I think it's cool, but yeah, I was definitely expecting something for like GB or Red LF Zamasu.
Yeah, I also agree. I didn't expect Cell to get a platinum, and then they also released an Android Saga Plat, which makes me believe that I think that future 17 and 18 is gonna be coming out next week as the LF. Like, I don't know, I just have a hunch, bro, because they're buffing Cell with the platinum equipment. They dropped the Android Saga Plat, and the last time they dropped a Plat for a Saga in the unit, we got Kaioken, because they released the God Key Yellow Plat. They got Kaioken the week after, so potentially maybe a new Android coming out next week for the LF, who knows. But I do think that's the reason why they decided to buff Cell with his platinum. And also too, the movie got delayed, and we know that androids are going to be a part of the movie, so maybe there's, you know, giving androids some love in place of the movie, who knows. But I'm not too mad at it, it's fine. But there were definitely some more units that needed a lot more, like Rose, GB, UI Goku, you know, Abe Jita. All those units kind of didn't need a plat before Cell, but I'm not gonna, you know, cry about it or anything like that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I wouldn't say it's a big deal.
Yeah.
I agree. They probably are prepping for that movie, or I think they're just trying to shift towards androids in general. You know, they kind of tapped on God Key a little bit. They improved God Key. They improved all these couple different teams. LOE that obviously needed love. And now that hopefully they're moving on to androids. Honestly, I think God Key's in a good enough spot. I don't think God Key really needs anything right now.
Yeah.
I would like to see them move on to androids. So it is what it is.
I agree as well. Just in the fact that, like, if you really think about it individually, yeah, it might seem like Cell didn't really need the equipment because he was decent enough to be. But like, if you look at an overall androids team perspective, they could have definitely used the buff. So like, I'm not too mad at, like, say, you know, a different unit received a platinum item. It's all with timing. So like, God Key, the timing right now, like God Key doesn't really need a buff. Like they're in a decent spot. But Android specifically, they needed this Cell. So
yep, I agree with that for sure. So
Yeah,
I could
that is
definitely
true.
see that point of view.
Yeah, for sure. But speaking of the plat, what do you guys like? How good do you think the plat is, and how good do you think it's made Cell? I know that you, Virgil, made a video on Cell, and you also use the plat, so I want to hear your perspective a little bit more, because you're the only one here who actually farmed the plat and actually used Cell. So what are your thoughts on the plat and how good it makes Cell, bro?
well, first, the rates on this plat are just horrendous. I mean, given there's just so many stats on it. So having 4 on the first one, the rolls were absolutely horrible. Second one, same gig, and then the third slot took over like loads of erasers. You've seen the whole thing, but overall, I think it's completely worth it because Cell's just a god with this platinum item. Like alone, like he's really good. I mean, I used him supportive buff mainly, and then even double Zenkai buffed, and you could really just tell the difference of the damage output. Like it doesn't there's no argument that this guy's a top 10 unit in the game now. Individually, I personally think top 10 unit in the game.
I agree.
But I do think that I do need more time to rock with him, but he's definitely made a huge increase in value for sure, especially with the android buffs that you guys were saying might drop soon. I agree with that all completely as well, because the movie is dropping within a month, 2 months, and it's all in good timing, you know.
Oh yeah, I think they're definitely prepping for that. I don't really run cell or androids. I don't even have this cell, but when I look at this equipment, man, this equipment is pretty busted. It literally has everything, like health restoration, HP, strike attack, blast attack, both defenses, key recovery, critical. I mean, it even boosts his unique gauge, which I'm assuming this is just like Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta's equip, where you can do the guaranteed roll on like the middle slot, but you can't do the guaranteed one on the third slot. So you actually have to like get lucky. Oh, okay. So you actually have to like get lucky on that third slot, and that can definitely be a pain in the ass. But yeah, this equipment looks busted. And we were kind of discussing Cell's gauge before we started recording. I believe he gets like 50% damage every time that gauge fills up, something like that. Yeah, it restores health 20%. I mean, dude, that's a pretty decent gauge, and especially having an equipment that's gonna boost the charge time on the gauge. That, you know, that's really good, considering everything else that's on the equipment as well. I mean, this equipment's just busted.
Yeah, and
probably one of the better equipments in the game, honestly.
I also said before recording that I honestly think that this equip for equip is better than G-Force. Obviously they're the two best equips in the game. I don't think there's any real debate there, because this is just insane. Every single stat. He also gets inflicted damage. He gets something unique for his, his gauge, similar to how Gogeta 4 got, his anti-revival upgraded, and he also gets HP as well too. So he's more tanky, deals more damage, heals more. He gets more key per sidestep, which goes hand in hand with his infinite contrast once the battle starts, and his reduced arts cost. So everything in this plat just makes Cell a god, like what Virgil said, and I do agree that individually, Cell definitely is a top 10 unit. Like, he's just crazy individually. He just mad with this plat, and it's kind of crazy how equips really and truly help you, and it's like a lot. Like, it's actually crazy to think about. Like, this basically like a balance patch for Cell, like a buff in of itself, right?
Bro, this is almost like this is like a mini Zenkai.
Yeah. So I do like it. I do like that equips can have such a huge impact on units, which means that in the future, as when you get more LF plats, it'll make a lot of them more relevant in the meta. I do like that a lot.
Yeah, for sure.
This is sort of like a premonition, like to know that the androids will definitely get a similar buff to what LOE has received.
Yeah.
When full power Frieza got his plat, it kind of like pushed that LOE movement forward. We started to see many buffs to fully maximize the value of the team.
Facts.
And androids are popular too, man. Like, people like androids. Like, I feel like I could easily see androids coming back and it being like one of the top teams in the meta. I don't know how soon this is gonna happen. I mean, we know what the power creep's been looking like recently. Hopefully it's not too crazy, but maybe within the next few months, 3-4 months, we could start seeing some androids teams popping up, depending what they drop. I would not be surprised.
Yeah, I agree. Definitely.
I mean, when's the movie supposed to drop?
I think like late June, early July is what I've seen on Twitter and stuff. Like, I don't know if there's any confirmed date.
Early June.
June
11th.
June 11th. Oh,
June.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
And there's obviously nothing like confirmed here. We're just speculating, but I could definitely see some androids.
Hold on. It's actually like
dropping.
Confirmed, Virgil?
It's confirmed.
Okay.
Yeah. Last night got confirmed June 11th.
Okay. All right. So yeah, I could definitely see androids getting some love.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, nothing's confirmed on like the units. Like, I don't know what's coming. Like, we're just speculating here on the units, but I wouldn't be surprised if androids got some love.
Given the whole movie is like kind of based around that Red Ribbon Army, android. Yeah.
I mean, it would be a missed opportunity for them to not kind of correlate something with the movie. I feel like.
Agreed.
Yeah. But speaking of LF Plats and stuff, who do you guys think is gonna be getting the next LF Platinum? Because I think it's been 2 months since we got LF Full Power Frieza's Platinum. So right now we're assuming that the time frame is every 2 months we get an LF Platinum. So who do you guys think is gonna be getting the next LF Plat?
I mean, I would love to see Gogeta Blue. I know he's God Key, but then again, he's not. I wouldn't say GB is like best in slot unit on God Key right now anyways. So, you know, obviously the best yellow is Ultra Goku. So I don't think it would disrupt the meta like too much if they dropped a GB plat, like a unique plat, or even like red Zamasu, because God Key still doesn't really have the best red options. I mean, we just have Zenkai Rose now, and then the red LF Zamasu. So those would probably be my two choices. I know it's God Key, and God Key's pretty damn good right now, actually. So I'm not like saying we need it right this second, but I would love to see a plat equip for one of those two units.
If I had to pick one, it'd just be UI Goku, no question.
Yeah, I could see UI Goku
It'd
too.
be UI Goku.
Yeah.
I mean, he needs it. He needs it more than anybody, I feel like.
I agree. I mean, I was thinking a little bit, we was talking about it right before this video, that even if he got a platinum item, they would really need to give him a lot to make him relevant / good, you know?
A lot more
So,
than Cell, for sure.
Yeah, and given Cells is already the most we've ever received for a platinum item, so at that point, like, he'd probably receive a Zenkai with his unique equipment.
Ooh, that'd be tough.
And I could definitely see it happening with the USS being themed, or like, you know, premonitionally themed for the anniversary. But realistically, like a unit that I'd probably see, I mean, given that they're dropping items for units that don't really need them, but rather for teams that would need them, yeah, God Key would probably be one of them, like Zamasu or even Gogeta Blue for sure. Given that they don't really need it, but it's like, it'll definitely buff the tag a lot more. You know, Zamasu's kind of been in a spot since like he released where he was great, but not like fantastic or anything. He's definitely great, but not like, you know, where he could be. Kind of like G4, he's like peaked out right now. So he's, you know.
Yeah, and I think it's always been, for Red Zamasu, it's always been his defenses for me. Like, I love his offensive abilities. I love how he gets his vanish back and stuff like that. But for whatever reason, I could never get my Red Zamasu to like tank as much as I would like him to. So if they did give him an equipment, I'd love to see some defenses, some HP, stuff like that. But
yeah. But for me, it's definitely GB. Like, there's no question. I just give
GB
GB's
for sure.
back. Just give him what Cell got, and then just give him card draw speed on battle entry for 10 time accounts, bro. Like, that's literally
I would
awesome.
love that.
Like, that would literally just be it, bro. Because I would love to run him again on movies and stuff, though. Yeah, definitely GB would be my answer. But yeah, I could definitely see UI getting a Zenkai on anniversary along with this plat. That'd be like the best combo.
yeah, that'd
that I
be
could
nuts.
see, yeah. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Overall thoughts, I feel like this platinum really made Cell really good. And yeah, if Androids get some love next week, like we're all expecting, then for sure see Cell at the, you know, higher ranks in the tier list for sure. He's very good now with his plat.
Yeah.
Yeah, 100%.
All right, that's gonna be it for today's video. If you guys did enjoy, like I said, make sure you guys like the video and subscribe to 59 Gaming, the ZVG, joined by the homies Virgil and Swift, and we'll catch you guys in the next 59 Gaming video. Peace out, guys.
Stay
Peace.
frosty, boys.